Okay, now take a look at this, folks. Look how far we were picking up water just there. Now the water, the tide is gone all the way out. We got lucky we didn't have to pack those buckets too far. But now you can see, look how it's separated. You can see, I'll take the stick, how it's gone down. The milk of God is separating from the water tension, and it's going right to the bottom. On the white pail you cannot see it, but when I put my stick in there, make sure there's no dirt on it. There you can see what I'm talking about. This is the water level, and you can see how, there, I'm touching it now. See how my stick disappears? So it's sinking.
I want to try it.
There, it's sinking, and it's going right down. It's separating itself. Look, this one went down quite a ways. You can see the witness of the stick. But don't stir it, Jeanielove. Your hand's got a lot of sand, baby girl. Be careful. There, you can see. Wait, now I'll show you. There. You can see how it's separating, and then it's going right to the bottom. And this will keep happening. And what we'll do... That's okay, Jeanielove. That's good.
Okay, put it back. Next side.
And then, so now you can see, and it's gonna go right to the bottom. Now, this one is deep. Look how deep that one's separated. And then this one, let's go. Let's see if we don't move the water here. Let's see what we can see inside. Don't stir it for a minute, Jeanielove. It's got little craters in there. You can see like the moon. No, don't move the water, baby girl. You can see how it's sinking in there. But anyway, so now we're gonna let it separate. Don't stir it, baby girl. We're gonna let it, see how the stick disappears in there. We're gonna let it separate. It's gonna keep going down. Then what we'll do is we'll take the surface water and we'll pour the surface water out. In fact, I can grab one right now and pour the surface water out. Here, Virgin Lynn's gonna grab the phone. Stand on this side. Watch out, baby girl. I'll show. Come on this side. Right there, so you can see it. Okay, so I will grab this one and then show you what you do now from there. You can get the water out, and you can see, what's your stick, little girl? How it's sitting at the bottom there. Get closer, Jenny. Get it close up. Hope it's trying to come up to the surface. You can see there. It's trying to come up where the stick is. I'll get this. There you go. So now we leave that one. It's going to keep going down, and then we can pour another one out, pour another one out, and then eventually you'll end up with all white M state, or manna, or C11, or so I can pour this one out.
How much? Maybe help.
Oh, it's heavy. That's all. I'll take this one. Here. If we shake it too much, it's going to lift from the bottom up. Can you get a close-up in front of my thumb? How it looks like inside. It's all granular. You see all the grains in there? That one's done.
Okay, do this one.
We'll get this one out. Oh, it's heavy.
I know.
There we go. Oop. You see how it's taking its own space. Don't rock it, baby girl. It's going to lift right out of there. Whoops, that's it. And then this one. Oh, this one's real heavy. And what we're going to be doing with this, oh, we're going too fast now. It's pulling up the state out. Is we're going to take all the water, as much water out, the seawater out, as much as we can. And then it's going to concentrate. We'll put all these pails together. It's going to turn completely white, milky looking. It's going to decant again, take the seawater out, and then we'll find a spring, and then we'll fill these buckets full of spring water and turn it around, and until the solution doesn't taste like salt anymore. When it doesn't taste like salt anymore, we're gonna let it decant again, dump the liquid out, and we bottle that. And a teaspoon of that, of this stuff, it's full of mineral. It's got potassium, it's got magnesium, it's got everything you can imagine. It's got platinum, rhodium, gold. It's all suspended into the ocean water, and then by adjusting the pH, it comes back into a salt form, and then it just dropped off like this, and it's decanting, it's separating into the water. The heavier compound is sinking to the bottom, and then we'll be washing that. So now we're gonna let it go down again, then we're gonna hide it in the forest here, and tomorrow we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna take all the remaining water out, and we'll end up maybe with only a half a pail of this. And that half a pail is what we're looking for. And then a teaspoon of this compound, a teaspoon of this M state, of the elixir of life, is like taking 6 months with the food. Because what the plant essentially do is they send their roots into the ground, and then when they dissolve the mineral with the acid that the plant produces, that's what it's actually the plant is feeding on. The same principle. When we eat lettuce, when we eat cabbage, when we eat when we eat the vegetable, green peppers I meant to say, when we eat these vegetables, that's what we're eating. The elements that are in the vegetable is the same thing as this. The trees do the same thing. The seashells do the same thing. They convert salt water into this compound, and then they make a shell out of it. And that's the same thing. This shell is the same thing as this. I can dry it up and it will become as dry and as hard as this. It's because it's an element. It's a mineral. It's multiple elements. So we're going to go back on our shell hunting, and then we'll be talking about that later. Thank you guys, and talk to you soon. The temperature is absolutely warm. Jeanielove is our unicorn fairy girl, and then she knows all about how to make hemp steak. We've made it in the Philippines. We've made it all over the place. Have a good afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.